Good morning. Glad to be back. It's always a bright and sunny day, even if it's raining out, and I'm able to speak to you. I have one more tip on how to ease chemo, and really, it's a lifestyle change. It's meditation. It's a body scan. You're not just thinking about nothing. You're thinking about what you're experiencing in your own body. And this is a scan and a meditation course that I'm taking with Dr. Josh Wright. I'm going to put his connections on, I guess, the little blurb that I put out with the YouTube. 99 I've done. I can't believe it. But I feel the meditation has helped me. At night, if I get up in the middle of the night, I put his tape on and I fall asleep. When I put his tape on in the middle of the day or in the morning, I am focused. I'm able to complete tasks, even tasks that I might have put off. And I'm expanding my reading, not only my passions for economics and the economy and new inventions and science, but I used to love wine. I can't drink it now, but you better believe I'm reading The Wine Enthusiast from when I can drink it again. I want to stock up on these new and wonderful wines that are being produced in the wild, so to speak. There's no tilling of the soil. They're using biodiversity. They're doing it here in Oregon at the Hopewell Vineyards. They're doing it in Illinois. They're doing it all across the country as they're making beers right from perennial crops, and they're introducing not only the hops and the barley and the malt, but they've got other grains that they're experimenting with and adding currants right here in Hudson Valley. Whatever grows naturally, that's what they're putting into their beers. And climate change, everyone's adapting. And what's happening to the German wines and American wines, Chilean? They're, with the hot weather or the variability, the grapes ferment. So we're getting 14.5% instead of 12 or 13. The indigenous tribes in Chile are now making wine, and they're doing it by replenishing their soil and opening up to the public. It's an economic benefit. And they have a tradition. Before they harvest the first wine, they give a taste of the wine to the earth to celebrate the earth. And then they give a second taste to the wine to remember their ancestors. I think that's beautiful because it relives their connection with their past. And really, that's what we all should be doing. We should be thinking of the community and what we're all connected to. Sure, individual is freedom, but freedom comes responsibility, and the responsibility is for others. So there's a lot to celebrate. I do think that the infrastructure and the For the Families Act will pass, and it will pass by bypassing corporate interests. The federal government doesn't have to worry about borrowing from itself. All it has to do is say, We're going to pay for it in the future. Remember, these bills are aggregated over 10 years, $1.5 trillion with borrowed money over 10 years will cost about $30 million. That's nothing, folks, for the benefits to the gross national product, the retraining that everyone will have, the Family Care Act that will give us child care credits. It'll be a boon to society. Already, towns that know they're imperiled by immediate climate effects are passing laws that will make it easier to segue to a cleaner future. Washington, D.C. is not waiting to be flooded out. They're creating tunnels around the city that will trap the water so that the city is not submerged. In Arizona, they're now using different kinds of asphalt, not something that absorbs the heat, but something that reflects it. So just like we've got to do with roofing, right? You got to make the roofs white. Black roofs just keep the heat in. It's not appropriate in today's times when we've got too much heat. That's why you're seeing a lot of grass on rooftops also. Anything that we can do to deflect the heat is worthwhile. That's what's happening. And I remember when I was thinking about Bill Gates many years ago, when he said he's investing $1 billion in a hydrogen-powered yacht. And I thought, wow, what an incredible expense. But that's not all he's doing. He and 35 other venture capitalists in separate corporations or foundations and companies are investing in hydrogen nuclear power. Fusion technology may have arrived. Do I understand it? Not exactly. I've just purchased a textbook on the physics of nuclear fusion. However, I don't have to understand it 100%. All I know is it's going to use a hydrogen isotope that will be ignited by magnets, and that will create clean nuclear power. It's the way to go. Solar and wind are good, but you're going to have to supplement it with biofuels and nuclear power. All our old nuclear power plants can never be retrofitted. A lot of them are on faults, earthquake faults, where they could be toppled. And a lot of them are built like Chernobyl, and we know what happened in Chernobyl. So I think this is the right thing to do. Nuclear power. We discussed natrium salts, and I've discussed thorium, which is a quickly decaying isotope. But fusion technology, that's cold. Doesn't require any heat, and all you're producing is water, right? Hydrogen combines with the oxygen in the air. It's clean and it's powerful. So kudos to everyone who's got the money. And if we as a people invest in nuclear fusion, that could be a real win-win. And maybe we can get stock options as a country. That goes back to all the people. That's what we forgot to do with Tesla. After all, it's the American government that funded Tesla to begin with. All of us, all 320 million of us or 60 million of us, should have gotten a benefit. So there's a lot happening in our world, a lot of good that's on the horizon. You know, it makes me think about two quotes that I saw in my doctor's office recently when I got my flu shot. One was, keep calm and carry on. And the other one was, it'll pass. Might pass like a kidney stone, but it'll pass, whatever it is. And so I think our future is bright. And I look forward to discussing more and interesting ways that we can live life better and we can be happy with ourselves. So God bless you all and have a lovely day. See you next week. Bye now.